July update, and you'll see I have 3 notebooks in front of me. When I started One Book July, I was in an A5 size notebook. And then last week, I condensed down into my B6 notebook. And I've had a few things that I've had to carry. I'll show you. I had to carry a lot of stuff here in my music gig bag. I've got flute, music, I've got an iPad, I've got like some toiletries and this pouch and tuner, and my water bottle is normally there, but I recently filled it. So I've had to carry a lot of extra stuff. And of course today, you see I have 3 notebooks with me. So normally it would have been my A5, but that got really thick. And then I was, organizing my notebooks over the weekend. I guess which isn't a thing you should probably do during One Book July, but we're in the process of KonMariing the house, and, I needed to organize them and put them in a place where they would be safe, where they wouldn't get touched or God knows what, thrown out or whatever. And so I came across my beautiful A6. This is a coffee latte color. And it's another Lady Falcon Traveler by Monique. And then I also came across this beautiful notebook. This is a chic sparrow, and it is the Gemini leather, which I truly love and wish they had. And it is in the London Fog color, which I think is very similar to the Pemberley leather. And this is in the pocket size. So we have B6. Let me go a little bit more from up top. B6, A6, pocket or field note size. And the layout or the setup that I have in each of the notebooks is very, very similar. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. We're doing it old school style. So the B6 by Monique actually has pockets on the front and the back. The A6 is just a standard classic by Monique with a riveted pen loop. I really like her riveted, oops, I got my elastic stuck to my pen. There we go. I really like her riveted pen loop. I like the little rivets. It's a very unique style. And you can see, I'll zoom in. Look at the lovely detail and how horrible my cuticle is. There we go. And then the London Fog in in Gemini is classic as well, with a riveted pen loop. Now I have them all set up the same. They all have a folder with, this one has 4 pockets that I made with the Peke Dori Design monthly calendar. There's the back end of the pocket folder. And then this one has the new July. This was an undated, just so I could show people how it looks undated when you fill it in. And I just did it with pencils. I mean, I do have stamps and stuff. Oh, the husband doesn't like it when people like fold the corners of pages, and so you can see all of these horrible fold lines. We were out one day at Starbucks, and he was just like, I can't believe people fold the corners of pages. And so I went like this, or like this, and it just horrified him. He's a book purist, and so that was my playing with him. And then I also have in here the August dated, and we are going to get this up on the Etsy store as a digital download. And so you can see it is the August, and it is dated, and I've got nothing in there yet. This is the first copy that I printed. Then I have a grid notebook, and then this is a Muji notebook that actually came with this. And then I have one of Keely Reichman's wonderful zipper pouches in here. Now here we are to the A6 coffee latte. The setup is almost exactly the same. I start with the monthly calendar, and this is the month on 2 pages. Here's the July. Then I have a 4-pocket folder, and I have it surrounding one of the undated A6 new inserts. Month on 2 page, week on 1 page, 2 days on 1 page, notes, and this one's a Monday start. When you buy the digital, you get a Monday start, or you get both the Monday and the Sunday start for the month. The weeks always start on Monday, so we've got that in there. There's the back of the 4-pocket folder I made. Then we have a grid notebook, an old Peke Dori design grid notebook made with one of the very first papers we used. And then another one of Keely Reichman's wonderful zipper pouches. And my favorite Muji pen. Here we are with the Chic Sparrow, and this is the Gemini leather in the London Fog Grey, classic with a riveted pen loop. And inside, you'll see that I have the exact same setup. Here's a folder that I made, just a standard secretarial type folder. The Peke Dori design, month on 2 pages, and I don't have July filled out yet because I haven't used this in a long time. And then here is the old style 2 days on a page where you've got 3 months with no monthly in it. Then we have a Tomoe River. This is a Taroko shop, Taroko design dot grid. One of the Taroko shop, and it's actually a Taroko shop. You can see field note size surrounding a grid notebook and my Lumio pen, my Pilot Lumio Coletto. There we are. I thought it said Lumio somewhere. There it does. High-Tech C Coletto Lumio. So one thing that I've noticed this year around with One Book July, this is my 3rd year participating in it. And this year, I've looked at things differently. I've looked at all the different sizes that I have and that I've used and that I make. And one thing that I've noticed is I can actually get everything I need to work in one size. And it's because I have a plan or a setup that works for me, which is one reason why I created the inserts that I did. I have to have a monthly notebook. I have to have it for future planning. That's why this one is 2 years, because I have concert dates already scheduled into June, July, and August of 2018. So I have to have at least 1 year or an academic year or 2 years. I have to have some sort of an insert that I necessarily don't need a week view, but I kind of like it for for jotting in some, quick notes. I like having a notes page. The only reason I didn't use this notes page is because I had used it quite a bit in the A5 size. But what I definitely need is, I don't necessarily need a whole page for a day. Like I can have 2 days on a page this way, or 2 days on a page vertically, and it works incredibly well for me. See, sometimes I use the page, sometimes I don't, and I just, it works so well for me. But one of the main reasons is, I didn't put that stuff in here, is I still have it in my personal, not my standard Midori size. But I have to have those 2 things, and then I need some sort of a notebook, and it's usually grid or dot grid. And you'll notice that in all of them, just so I can, take notes and write down some reminders or some to-dos, or if I see something that I want to get, I write it down, whatever. So I just wanted to share that. My planning system is pretty set. So when I just, move it into a different size, it's mainly because, like, oh, I want to use this, beautiful notebook by Monique, or this beautiful notebook by Monique, or this you know, I guess you could call it an antique since they don't have the Gemini leather anymore, that Jennifer made. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous notebook. So for me, the size doesn't really matter. Because I have a planning system that works for me. So if you have any questions, please leave a comment down below, and I will link all of these shops. And thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.